be honored if you would join us.
All right, Cinematic Supremacy,
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Got a really cool diorama here, which follows the whole theme of our what we're going to talk about. Obi Wan Kenobi, Episode 4.
Obi Wan Kenobi, Episode 4.
What were your thoughts?
All right, I'm gonna say best episode so far, hands down. What about you?
Loved it. I love to see the lightsaber action. I like to, now he's looking like he's getting a little bit more comfortable with the Force. So.
No, true that. It's like I was a little hesitant if you watched the last couple episode review, which if you haven't, go back and watch that.
Please do. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notifications. That was your line, but anyway.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, so I thought the last 3 episodes, they were all right. I think this is a step in the right direction, though.
Absolutely.
Like, if it continues like this, I think it'll be great. I think...
We know they're building us up to it, so everything so far from episode 1 and 2, which we got to see, back to back, and then episode 3 has all been building towards this episode, and it's been great.
Yeah. No, I thought there were a lot of really standout parts of that episode. Like, I don't know about you, Leia did a great job.
Oh my gosh. I was going to ask you, so what was your favorite part of the episode?
So, I know when it comes down to it, I know that the scene where, again, spoilers, so watch the episode first, but...
Well, yeah, seriously, if you haven't, if you're watching this before the episode, we're going to tell you an awful lot about what happens, so...
I think the part where he finds all the trophies, the Jedi, like, encased...
So,
like,
we don't know what those are yet, though. Are they trophies? Are they dead? Are they alive?
That's the thing. I don't know. I think they're probably dead trophies, but also, like, I think they would be, like, carbonite looking, or, like, statues if they were dead. You know what I'm saying?
Hard to say. It was a little Jurassic Park, like, you find a mosquito in the
ember, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or amber.
Yeah. Ember. No, that was episode 3.
No, that was episode 3, yeah. That had a lot of embers.
The little embers.
Sorry, I'm still suffering my PTSD.
I did like the trophy, other sections where where Talia was being questioned by...
Yeah, by Reva, the lightsabers.
Yes. All the lightsabers laid out, very cool.
Great. It's cool, like, little details like that really just, they don't mess around. Like
I liked Obi-Wan swimming up underneath, kind of a little...
it was a lot like Fallen Order.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought it was also a little bit reminiscent of, back to the prequels, where you got to see the breathing apparatus again.
There's always a bigger fish.
Always a bigger fish, that's right.
I'm surprised we didn't see one of those.
We got to see Vader, he's the biggest fish of all.
No, true that. He's certainly, like, you see, I'm a little scared when they make a show with, like, Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, like, two of the most, Vader is the most iconic character ever. Like,
best villain in history.
You don't want to see them, like, mess him up, which I think they've done a good job in everything.
They're killing it, yeah. No, he's all Vader, and it's great to see Hayden back in that role.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
obviously, we see him in the back of tank, but we don't really see him in, we don't really know it's him under there, but...
You can just imagine.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get more flashbacks.
I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping they're not just like,
They're just like, yeah.
Yeah, we don't need to put you in the suit today. That's right.
It's all just a stunt double.
That's right. It could be.
It could be.
So let's go. You mentioned it for a brief moment. My favorite part had to have probably been, obviously, Obi-Wan fighting with his lightsaber.
Oh, he did a good job.
Using the Force again, but definitely taking out the troop. I love stormtroopers. I just love those guys. I said it during the episode. I love seeing stormtroopers.
No, I think stormtroopers are great. They're not the best foot soldiers of all time.
They don't have to be. Their costumes are awesome.
Like, I can't even imagine putting on one of these stormtrooper helmets and just trying to
there's a whole lot of things going on inside there. Hand steering. I like the part where it was a little bit episode 4 where he throws the sound.
Oh, that was great.
And misleads them. I want to know though why a lightsaber can't cut a stormtrooper in half.
True that.
I remember this from the Force Unleashed.
Like everything Star Wars.
How many times you have to hit a stormtrooper with a lightsaber before he's down?
Oh,
I think one hit and that's it.
So
their armor's not that strong, right?
But it's ridiculous a little bit. Like, I don't care that much about the dismemberment, but like, it's a little weird that in like the episode before, you have the trooper fall on the lasers and that like that scene that everybody just like their jaw dropped out.
Oh yeah.
But like,
so they can get cut in half. We do know that.
We know that.
So that laser's more powerful than a lightsaber, or
I don't know, man. Because Obi-Wan cut these guys up a little bit, and I didn't see much.
It's more like you're just beaming on them with a bat, and eventually they go down.
For a second there, I was wondering if they had like lightsaber, if they were wearing Beskar under there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe they
just back to the Mandalorian.
They just stopped commissioning Beskar. The Death Star was too much.
Well, didn't the Empire collect all the Beskar? But like. Maybe that's what they're using it for. They just lace it just a little bit. You don't get to have like a full Beskar armor.
String, paper,
yeah, it's more like woven in there, but it's like a thread. So maybe you cut certain areas. I don't know. I think we're onto a theory here.
We see the chainmail in Boba Fett. So
yeah, that's right. Very cool. Maybe that's underneath. We don't know. So another favorite part was, Leia. Phenomenal.
That was her. She did a great job in the other 3 episodes, but she did such a good job.
So this is her first actual real acting role. I mean, we could give her some street credit for...
she was in Bird Box.
Bird Box, right?
But like she was like a child. Like,
good movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's very good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, especially for like a Netflix like film like that. I think she didn't really do much in that, but she did a great job.
She's making up for it, man. She's great. That connection between her and Obi-Wan is so amazing.
No, really. And like the scenes where like towards the end where she like puts her hand on his and it's like it's touching.
It is.
And it really adds a lot more to her line in episode 4 when she's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, your only hope. This is our most desperate hour.
Oh, yeah.
You served my father in the Clone Wars. Like
exactly. But she's got like that connection to him, and it's great, and I love every minute of it. And even though I can write a lot of that off to the writing, that girl's delivering it.
Oh, she's doing such a good job.
I mean, even when she's being
interrogated by
exactly.
Reva, yeah.
When Reva's trying to pull it from her mind.
And she just can't. That's one of my favorite scenes. Are we having a
staring contest? Or oh my god, that's great writing, but she's pulling it off.
She's playing Leia. Like that's something. Like that's crazy. That's like she feels as much Leia as like Carrie Fisher in like episode 4. Like it's great. It's great to see those like witty comments.
I mean, she's killing it. She's killing it. She's gonna have a great future.
Oh yeah,
and I can't wait to see her in more
she's
stuff.
Set now. Yeah, that's great. And then I think Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's done a great job. He always does. We talk about this every time, but his form with the lightsaber looks like he was trained his entire life to be a Jedi. Like it didn't really look like that last episode. I know he was like a little PTSD'd up with like his Vader flashbacks.
Oh yeah. Well, that's some serious stuff as we talked about in the last video. I mean, he went through a lot.
Oh, he went through a lot.
And there's a great reason to maybe disconnect from the Force, but burying your lightsaber and not practicing any of your moves for 10 years, he's getting it back.
Yeah, no,
it's great.
He's getting it back
it's
pretty
there,
quick, too.
Riding a bike, get on the bike.
Like, this whole show has taken place over, like, the course of, like, a week or something,
yeah, right?
Like,
he's getting it back.
He's doing all right. So, like, and you see him in the beginning, like, practicing a little bit, and, like, then he uses the Force, like you just mentioned, on those stormtroopers, or, like, to, get them to walk away. And then holding the water in, that was fantastic. That was straight out of Fallen Order.
I missed the little fish, but you caught that there was, like, in that thing with the floating troopers, there's that little fish in there swimming around. It's those little things.
It's the little
things that mean so much.
I feel like sometimes they forget about that, but, like,
Throw a little fish in there, like, there needs to be a fish in there.
Like, if I had to sit here and complain, I'd complain about, like, I wish there was a little bit more, like, original Star Wars music. And I like that they made, like, the new Obi Wan Kenobi theme because John Williams, who did all the music for the other movies, I'm sure everybody knows that. Like,
Who doesn't? If you don't know that, why are you watching this channel? Because you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, he realized he never composed music for Obi-Wan in the original, so he went back and he made the theme for this.
Interesting.
And so I wish there was a little bit more stuff there. I can't complain too much about that. And like,
well, I do love the music, but I don't think I noticed. I was so captivated by everything else that was happening that but whatever background music there is, it's fitting it. It's fitting the mood.
Yeah, true that.
All right, so you made a prediction about Quinlan Voss last week in our last episode. How'd that pan out for you?
Man, I said only quote me on this if I'm right.
Sorry.
I was not right.
Yes. We kind of hoped you were, because that would have been pretty awesome.
That would have been pretty cool. I think...
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he did a great job, and I believe he'll be in the next couple episodes because it was listed that he'll be in episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Cool.
So that'll be cool. I mean, again, I wish it was Quinlan Voss, but I couldn't say I'm disappointed because that was pretty high pretty high.
It was hopes. It was a tight prediction there. That would have been tough to plan out.
But Obi Wan Kenobi's on his way to getting stronger. Maybe, hopefully, by the finale,
I think we're going to see a Quinlan Voss. Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Yeah, it's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, Qui-Gon Voss.
Qui-Gon Voss. No, Qui-Gon Jinn would be awesome to have a Force Ghost with Qui-Gon.
I'm keeping all this in.
I know you should.
Yeah, we want a Qui-Gon Voss.
Qui-Gon. Okay, what are their names? I don't know.
I don't watch this shit.
Can they make them easier, like Obi-Wan?
Yeah, no, sure. Let's cut that short. We'll just call him Ben because...
Sure.
Obi-Wan has a little too many
Can I just
syllables
call
and...
Qui-Gon Liam?
Oh, man.
Alright, so what else do we... I love Vader's interaction.
Let's go back to this for a second.
Okay.
I think we will get a Qui-Gon moment. I think
I'm counting on it.
I'm
living for it.
That is an expectation I have. I think we need a Qui-Gon.
I mean, another prediction?
Well, this one will...
Who will be playing Qui-Gon Jinn?
If they bring him back and it's not Liam Neeson,
they better deepfake Liam Neeson on that stuff, man.
They just announced a new show. It'll be an animated show that takes place... it's got young Qui-Gon trained by Master Dooku, which is wild. And it's all animated, but here's the kicker.
Who's animating that?
I actually don't know. It might be Dave Filoni, but don't quote me.
Oh, please. Make sure.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Just
if he's not animating it, write the story for crying out loud, please. Call him up now and write that story.
So
You're one of our favorites.
Here's the kicker to that.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson is playing that young Qui-Gon Jinn. So...
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't think it's that much of a stretch.
Just step next door and make a little, Force Ghost interaction we could use all the time, and we're good.
I think it has to happen. I think that Qui-Gon will step in, and I think Obi-Wan will be in his darkest moment. Hopefully not darker than the getting thrown through the fire moment, but I think Qui-Gon's going to call to him, and maybe it'll just be a voice, like Obi-Wan in episode 5 or 4. But I think he's going to make it some kind of it. He has to, right? They can't just not do that.
Yeah.
And that's like an expectation I have. I can't imagine that they will.
All right, so my expectation.
All right, tell me your expectation.
All right, my expectation is we're going to have to see Obi-Wan do some serious whooping on Vader.
It has to at least be something that he can because again, it wouldn't make sense in canon. When I last met you, I was but the learner. No, I am the master.
He's got to get his butt kicked so that he can say that line.
The thing
have
is,
to do it.
I think if they're going to do that properly, Obi-Wan is on his way of being stronger. I think right now he's at the point where he could, I don't know. You see, I think normally Obi-Wan could kill all the Inquisitors without trying. I mean, Ahsoka does it in Rebels.
Right. If Ahsoka can do it, Obi-Wan better be able to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Except right now, I think he's in the course of a day gained enough strength to probably take on all the Inquisitors.
I would have liked to have seen that in the episode, but having this, the snow speeders, it was really cool to see the snow speeders. I guess the T-47s that are showing up, but I really would have liked to have seen Obi-Wan basically wipe out most of those people in that thing. Maybe they're a little too much too soon. I don't know if he's got that much force power.
That's some Star Killer energy. I don't even think Obi-Wan could do that at his peak strength in episode 3.
When are we going to get to hear him say, "Well, hello there"?
They really teased us with that.
That would have been great if he walked in. I was hoping that when Tyler was getting kind of semi-interrogated, that he was like, Obi-Wan is not here, and then he walks in, he's like, "Hello there, here I am." Were you looking for me?
Listen, I think he's becoming a little bit more Obi Wan Kenobi as opposed to Ben Kenobi.
Yeah.
Like each episode, I think.
Well, that's what we have to see.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we have to
think. Again, I thought one of my favorite scenes of that was when the lights shut off and
so great.
Leia's in the chair, like, which again.
Damn! Love harkening back to the torturing of Han Solo.
Yeah.
And, my favorite, episode 5.
I mean,
So.
damn. She was, like, Reva was really gonna just torture this child. Like, that...
I hear there's conflict in Reva between good and evil. I don't see it.
Okay,
I
so...
don't see the conflict.
Listen, I think it's a little weird. I don't even mean to say conflict. I know I've talked about it a lot, but I feel like when it comes down to Reva, I feel like there's something there. Like, she makes reference to it in the episode where she's like, I once had a droid, like, I once, etc., etc.
Yes, tell me more, Reva. I must know more.
Again, I think she's going to have to die at some point in this show. I don't think she'll live it, but I think by the time, she'll probably die in the finale or something. I don't know. Because she just isn't... She has to, right?
Well, I think last week I was talking about how she's so different than the other Inquisitors. And maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe we haven't discovered why they're keeping her so human.
See, like, I get...
And obsessed, but still more human than the other guys.
I get why why people think that she has that, like, conflict in her. Because there's a lot of moments, like, she reaches out for the Jedi signet in the last episode.
Oh, right, yeah. And then she reaches out, but she actually takes the piece.
She actually takes it off and
what
shows
she's
it
doing
to
is just collecting souvenirs of somebody's house.
I mean, that whole Inquisitor...
Yeah. I'm going to need a Sawzall in here. I need to cut this piece off.
Well, the entire Inquisitor place is just a museum. you were right when you said that.
It's nice collections. We like to collect things ourselves, so...
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Maybe not dead Jedis, but...
Well, look over there.
No, he's not a Jedi.
He's not a Jedi.
He's not dead. He moves around at night when Just keep watching him.
Yeah, I think Vader at the end, a lot of me for a second thought he was just gonna murder her. Like, I think there wouldn't have been enough development for
the power that Vader is showing in these episodes is awesome.
It's great. It's right there with, like, Rogue One and Fallen Order and, like, The Force Unleashed and all your other, like, episode 4, 5, 6. Like, it's right there.
They are delivering it. They are not disappointing with Vader.
That is true.
I mean, usually in this situation, you almost feel like somebody would be dropping the ball. Nobody's dropping the ball at all.
Oh, literally.
I mean, from Leia to Vader to Obi-Wan, I mean, everybody is killing it.
Yeah, no, for real. I totally agree with you.
It's amazing.
So what do you think of Reva letting them get away at the end? Do you think she let them get away? Or do you think she just had a contingency plan in case they
I think it was
away?
a good contingency plan, but I love that entire tracking device thing that, again, takes us back to Vader at episode 4, placing one on the Millennium Falcon.
And lets them get away.
So it's like Vader's learned all this stuff from the people he's hung around with. He's like, hey, that's a really good idea.
Remember that soldier I had, like, a decade ago?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, wait, somewhere I remember, I got this great idea. Why don't we put a tracking device on them? This is an original idea I came up with on my own.
See, George Lucas thought he was doing something there when he made Vader track them, but he stole it from Disney.
Yeah, that's right. I originally thought that that was a lie. I mean, when somebody's basically just about to cut you in half, you maybe make up some stuff.
Yeah, no.
Like, I know right where they're going. No, that was great. And I called it on the droid. I knew she put it in the little droid.
Yeah, which was a good call because I totally did not see that coming. I saw it coming, like, when they show the droid, but
that's when you should have. That's the best time to figure. If you're still wondering where's the tracking device, you missed something.
True that. I think it's... Listen, there were a couple moments in there. I feel like they're just teasing us, man. Like, with the Obi Wan Kenobi, I want to see him fight an Inquisitor. I just do. He has come so close in every episode to fighting an Inquisitor, and yet it just hasn't happened. Like, again, I'm just curious. I feel like they're straying away from that because I think a lot of people would be annoyed with Obi Wan Kenobi not just overpowering them instantly, but I don't think he has the power to.
Not yet. Let's build to that. I mean, we have a couple episodes to go. What do we have, 2 left?
We have 2 left. The next episode is the penultimate episode.
Oh, come on. I'm going to need like a whole couple more seasons here. This is too
Oh,
good.
you
It's
see,
too good.
I'm curious what they're going to do. I think if it overperforms,
Oh,
I think, but the thing is, we'll see. I mean, when McGregor, like, he came out and said, so did Star Wars. That was the biggest, the most viewed premiere of anything
Well, there you go.
Disney Plus has made, so.
This is when greed is good. When they got something that's a hit, they can just say, maybe we'll make like 3 more seasons.
We'll see about that. Listen, because it's limited, I don't think they're going to make another Boba Fett.
But see, I
want them to redeem themselves.
I want more. Come on, they just have to do it a little bit better. But we're not going to talk about Boba Fett right now, because that would...
We'll make a whole...
Because I love Boba Fett. So I was a lot more forgiving about Boba Fett.
Yeah, you see,
But
I think Obi-Wan is my favorite.
I was
Star
more
Wars
forgiving about Boba Fett than I was about episode 7, 8, 9.
Oh, well, there's a difference there. I think...
Well, like I said, we're getting sidetracked there, but what other predictions do we have for this? So you made a prediction about Reva maybe turning good, staying bad, dying. What's going to happen to her? What's our prediction?
I think she's...
2 more episodes. Is she going to live or die? Yes or no?
I think she's going to die. I really think she's going to die, but I think she's going to die by Vader or Obi-Wan. There's a sliver of a chance that I think that she could be super obsessed with finding Jedi because she wants to join them or something, but
Does she want to join the Jedi?
That's the thing, is that's what I've heard a lot, but I don't know if I agree with that. I think she's proven...
I don't buy into that at all.
I think she's proven herself to be a little bit too evil. Like...
When you're going to torture a child, you need to have more of a reason.
Yeah,
I have a little bit of a problem with redemption.
Cutting off the girl's hand in the first episode.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's not redeemable right now.
She's not really redeemable.
I mean, it would take... But that's not to say they can't make her.
But she also talks about how she wants to be right at Darth Vader's side. That kind of sounds more like a fangirl than like a... I want to join the Jedi.
Well, she originally said, I want what I deserve. I want what's owed to me.
Yeah.
So she's got an entitlement issue.
And I think Vader has been doing an alright job of putting her back in her place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you want to call it that, like slight little bit of employment discipline, maybe she should call HR.
I was a little surprised that Vader let her go.
That seems like a hostile work environment, if I have to say so. Don't
do that. You should call Toby from the office.
There's some complaints there she might be able to make. I don't know who's going to listen to them. So you have a problem with the way I manage you.
I think Vader... I'm a little surprised you let her live, but... I guess she muttered out that...
I'm not, because he underestimated her, as he said. He was basically saying, you just screwed up. This guy comes in here and he tears your house apart and you just let him, he just gets away from you. I'm going to have to kill you now. And she's like, wait. He got away, but with a tracking device so I can go and find him again and find him anytime. And
don't think she let him go. I just think that she had a backup plan in case she just escaped.
As Tarkin said, I'm risking a lot here, Vader, by letting him go.
Well, we know what happened to Tarkin, so...
Yeah, well, he did risk a lot. He wasn't lying. I ain't lying. All right, so our prediction is, you say death. I say, I'm going to have to agree death. Something, okay, so this is all contingent based on, a season 2, if they're going to leave it open. Because I think she's going to survive this season. She's too crucial a character.
I think she's going to survive. The show is only 1 season, though. So that means that it's...
For now.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure if they'll pick it up. They could. I would love to be sitting here in a year...
Jeez, all right. So I guess we're making a prediction. Is there going to be an Obi Wan Kenobi 2nd season?
I think that all depends...
You're going to break my heart, man, because I'm loving it. This has been... I mean, listen. Of all, everything Star Wars has been doing lately... obviously, The Mandalorian killed it.
Oh yeah, I was watching that today actually.
This is right up there.
Oh, listen. It's right up there for me because I love Obi Wan Kenobi.
Oh yeah.
I think the storytelling is better in The Mandalorian. Like, I don't think they're doing bad right now in Obi-Wan.
No,
I just think
episode 4 was great.
But, like, episode 4 was great. I just feel like I don't second guess a lot of the things in The Mandalorian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in Obi-Wan, like, there's been a lot of things that keep making me question it. Like, how, like, a lot of things that are, like, borderline plot holes that could be explained.
Okay, we talked about those last week, right?
But until they're explained, they're kind of a plot hole. Like, how could she know Anakin's Vader?
Absolutely, yeah. Watch last week's episode, and you'll see all the plot holes that we mentioned, because there's a ton that they better resolve.
And, like, how could she know Anakin's Vader? How could the Grand Inquisitor just die and then, like, he's got to be in a Bacta tank or something, right? Because he can't just be dead and then in Rebels.
No, they can't. They cannot blow a complete situation like that and have one of the main characters. Well, but he's all right. He'll be back.
Like, he's not even just a minor.
I mean, are we
character.
assuming that he was? You know, he dies in Rebels, right?
Yeah, no, he dies in Rebels.
So he's not like that took place first and then he came back and now he's going to die again. So
it's scaring me a little bit, man. I mean, like, are they going to kill Obi-Wan off?
Maybe yeah.
Do we have to worry about Vader? Yeah. Is Leia going to make it to episode 4?
I was worried that, you know, they were going to torture her to death in this, and I'm not worried about it. It's got to be hard to pull off an episode that has tension when you already know the characters aren't going anywhere.
But, you know, they do a good job sometimes. I think last episode, Vader versus Obi-Wan, like, you know that Obi-Wan isn't going to die. You know he's safe, or I thought he was safe. I didn't know Vader drags him through the fire, like, and he gets all scarred and burnt up.
When I left you were slightly crispy.
See, I didn't see that coming.
No, that was great.
I think that's an interesting thing because, like, wow.
Well, and what was so great about that, we're jumping back again another episode to episode 3, you could really, I mean, you think Vader just wants to kill Obi Wan Kenobi. No, he doesn't want to just kill him. He wants to light him on fire, he wants to cut his legs off, he wants to cut his arms off. He wants to just make his, like, last 6 months. he's gonna literally torture him for probably 6 months.
He's gonna walk him around like a pet.
Yeah, he's gonna, like, I'm gonna let you on fire a little bit today, and then, you know, could take a hand, you know, and maybe a little bit more of your arm every day. I mean, it's just he wants to really torture him for that. Jumping back to the Mandalorian, though, really quick, I have a thought about that. So, what's interesting about this, we're dealing with canonized characters. The Mandalorian is dealing with characters that we've never seen before. And the way it's written is very much like, you know, an episode of Kung Fu every week. You're too young for that, but, you know, remember Kung Fu? Can show a clip of it if you want. Every week the hero goes and he finds new people and he, you know, rescues them from a situation. We could also make it more of a reference to the A-Team. They did it too, but, you know, so Mandalorian's kind of that Saturday afternoon hour-long show that we always watch the hero go and have different adventures.
It's that space western.
But man, when they started bringing in Luke Skywalker, man, that was awesome.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
But
more Jedi. I'm gonna. I guess the thing I'd like to see in Obi-Wan that I was kind of driving to this point was I want to see more flashback scenes. I want to see more fillers. Fill me in on post Mustafar. Fill me in on Anakin's view of what happened on Mustafar. Give me some more. I need some more, like, backstory.
You know, the two things that I want more than anything in the last 2 episodes, I don't think it's too much to ask for. They have Hayden Christensen. You see him as Anakin. I want to see some flashbacks. I want to see some Jedi Knight Anakin, some flashbacks, maybe something that we literally never would have seen. Maybe something we saw in the Clone Wars that is now in live action. Just something.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Just something like that Jedi Temple scene.
Definitely.
Oh my god, something like that Jedi Temple scene that started out Obi-Wan. That's one of my favorite scenes in the entire show.
Just give me them having lunch together and, you know, in between a battle of the Clone Wars. Something where you see something between Obi-Wan and Anakin we never saw before.
Oh, literally. And I would just, I want to see the Qui-Gon. I want to see that Qui-Gon scene. That has to happen. That is an
Qui-Gon
essential
Voss?
scene.
I'm just
Qui-Gon. See, back to earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Call back.
Yes, I would like to see Qui-Gon.
Yeah, I got
I'm gonna mess that up every time. You're making that happen. You're doing that to me on purpose. I
It's
know.
my
you
Jedi
are.
mind trick.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You don't remember who Liam Neeson plays.
Who's that? What are we talking about?
Man, we're like Disney. How much we forget about Star Wars things.
I'm still waiting for Disney to call me and ask me about my opinions about certain things before they put it out there.
Well, of course, yeah, no.
You know.
They're entitled to my opinion.
Yeah. Huh?
Wait.
Yes, they are entitled to you. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, just, you know what, just get a panel of super fans together before you make any Star Wars decisions.
Literally.
Which, you know what, that is why The Mandalorian is killing it.
Yeah, because Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni love Star Wars.
Super fans, man, come on.
Oh, that's great.
You put other people in charge of projects that maybe aren't super fans, things just fall off the rails a little bit.
You know what else I want to see? I want to see Obi-Wan, like, stronger. He's doing good. He's on his way. Like,
I thought he was great in this
the
episode.
first 2 episodes were a little slow with the Force. This 3rd episode was also, well, like, you could see that he's trying a little bit, but also, like, he held the lightsaber pretty poorly. This episode, his form was great. He looked like a Jedi. Isn't
Yes.
that crazy?
Yeah.
I didn't think that'd be too much to ask for. Like, he really looks like he knows how to hold a lightsaber.
Well,
he blocks
now-
all the blasts.
I mentioned this, we had a discussion about this. Lightsabers, you gotta imagine, are round, like, you know,
Yeah, well, yeah.
energy sticks. What do they call those? Laser
lasers?
swords?
Oh, yeah, laser swords, yeah.
You don't call them that. So, to be able to use the Force enough to block a blaster bolt, but yet then send it back to exactly where you want it on a curved object,
Yeah, it's...
I mean,
Listen,
you know,
it's pretty incredible feat in itself, but it's like...
that would be like playing baseball, having the pitcher throw a baseball at you, you hit the ball, and it goes right through a baseball-size hole exactly where you want it about 50 feet away.
Yeah, that's...
Impossible unless you're a Jedi. So the fact that he was able to direct those back and kill that trooper, directed behind him to kill that trooper, directed at that panel on the wall.
I mean, think about how thin the blaster fire is.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
it's-
first you gotta block it.
It's like those guys that...
and then send it
that,
back.
like, cut the BBs in half with, like, katanas. Like, that's just nuts. That's a real-life Jedi
Real life
right there.
Jedis. We've seen that.
Real
Yeah.
life Jedis, yeah.
Check those out, man.
Listen, I just need to see him kick some more ass. That's about it. I just need to see him just cut people
Listen.
up and...
The elephant in the room, man, is when I left you, I was merely the learner.
Now
I am the master, yes. But right now he seems pretty masterful.
Obi-Wan? Or Vader?
No.
Yeah.
Vader, I mean.
I was going to say.
I'm going to drag you through the fire. I'm going to beat on you with this lightsaber. I'm pretty much going to just dominate these scenes.
Oh,
So there has
yeah.
to be a moment where Vader's got to go back and just do some more serious training.
Listen, do I think Obi-Wan, even if he beats Vader in this, is better than Vader? Listen, I think Obi-Wan capped out in Episode 3. I think that's the strongest Obi-Wan will and has ever been in his life. You see him beat Anakin, and Anakin is insane. I mean, he beats Anakin because of Anakin's arrogance. He essentially loses to himself. Listen,
So I don't want to think that this is the strongest that Episode 3 was the strongest. I want to think he's got another good fight in him. And
Me
I would
too.
like to think that when he meets Vader in Episode 4, he lets it, he's like, here, I'm here, I could kill you. Yeah, I
Obi-Wan?
whooped your butt like 8 years ago.
Nah, you see, the thing is,
I'm going to let you win.
I really don't think Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan, in Episode 4, I don't think he's stronger than Vader. I think he knows that. I think that's why he gives up. I think it's because he's...
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
It's a good Alec Guinness
There
impression.
you go.
I need an impression out of you every episode.
Every episode, here we go.
Yeah, Baby Yoda impression.
Maybe up.
Jabba the Hutt. Mouse droid.
Mouse race.
Mouse droid? Alright, that's good enough for me.
Do you want to do Chewbacca?
Let's just make an entire video of just impressions.
That's all I got right now.
Alright, fine. It's good enough. I don't know, what do you think of the episode overall?
Loved it.
Loved it?
Loved it.
What would you
Loved
rate
every-
it? What's the cinematic supremacy level of it? Was it up to cinematic supremacy?
Okay, I'm gonna I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm going to say I can't give it a full 10 because there was a few things that were a little hokey. I mean, breaking into the Inquisitor's house, just the two of you, a little far-fetched that would have played out like it did. The fact that you probably figure the Empire, with all those troopers there, has no sensors to maybe detect a ship and, you know, 2 snowspeeders coming in to blow up their base. I mean, where's the TIE fighters that are out there flying around just patrolling? I mean,
they flew right into the place, and they made it out, too. They well,
50-50.
You know, I think we need to have a moment of silence for Wade.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember who that was. Anyway, so, I mean, I know he's gone, and that's tragic, but who was Wade?
So, listen, I think it's a little crazy that they, I would also give it a 9. Let me put that out there. It's my
pretty
score.
good for you.
I know. But, listen, I wish Obi Wan Kenobi, like, I wish it was like Reva was like, or the Inquisitors were like, you know, Obi Wan hops down and faces General Grievous with his entire
Hello there.
army. Yeah, literally. Like, and
that's why I wanted him to walk into that room and be like, well, hello there, are you looking for me?
You see, that's the thing, is that, like, he had the power to be that cocky because he drops in and then still wins because Grievous is like, everybody back off, let me fight him myself, which was his undoing because he loses pretty badly.
Well, I think Obi-Wan like beat his guards really quick, and it was like, nah, let me just beat him myself. He was cocky.
Yeah.
You know? He was an arrogant
Arrogant.
half-droid partial
An arrogant
creature.
cyborg.
Yeah, cyborg.
So, I think Obi-Wan, like, I think it would have been cool to see, like, the Inquisitors be like, because why didn't they just shoot Obi-Wan, man? I mean, I know Vader wanted to torture him. Why didn't they shoot?
Well, that's your answer right there, because.
But why didn't they shoot Leia and shoot the other? I'm not complaining about them not shooting them.
Well,
like,
that's a tough call. I mean, kill Talia anyway. I mean, you know, she's a spy. She openly said, "Yeah, I've never been on your team." Okay, then boom, you're dead. Thank you.
But the thing
now,
is, it's
why
kind
we
of
just
like,
have Obi-Wan and you? But
it's kind of like they could have disarmed. I guess that's what they were probably going to do. They were probably going to disarm them and.
Well, you got to give Obi-Wan to Vader. If you killed Obi-Wan,
Yeah, that's.
that would be bad news for you.
But the thing is, I would have liked
And
at least
Leia?
like, I would have liked a little bit of a fight between Reva and Obi-Wan, even if like there's no conclusion.
I got to be honest. If they got out of there without being confronted, it would have been an 8. Because I don't know how you walk through a whole group of stormtroopers and guards and everything like that with a little girl under your coat. I mean,
literally.
It's not a comedy show, but it was great. So, all right, so we're gonna say 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. We're
Hardly anything wrong with it. I mean, a 10. I probably would have passed out from excitement if it was a 10 out of 10. But all right, so another episode next week.
Almost done.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Boop. Vader kisses. Thank you for watching.
May the Force be with you.
And also with you.